that was actually the scene that I chose as my audition scene because I selected 3 scenes to send to Taylor. I think that scene is so beautiful and so powerful and just like the
Yeah.
crux of their relationship and how it's born.
Hi, I'm Jonatan Blomberg, writing for MovieZine in Sweden. How you
Hi.
doing?
I'm good.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Right back at you. It's an honor. I was a big fan of Lock and Key, and there's not nearly enough female villains out there, and you did a really good job as that on that show, I must say.
Thank you so much. I'm so touched that you liked it.
Yeah. And well, I'm obviously also a big Taylor Sheridan fan. He's done so many great shows, and that's what I do for a living, cover TV shows. And he's making my job a lot easier by producing a lot of good ones. So, how was it to actually like get the call that this part in this show was going to be yours?
I started crying immediately, just to drop to the floor and started crying. I got a call from Taylor Sheridan after I had sent in a couple of scenes through my team, and he said he wanted to meet me. And so they flew me out to the Yellowstone set where he was directing that episode, and he would direct me in the first episode of Lioness, the pilot, just working on it in between setups of the Yellowstone episode he was working on. So that was really, really fun. And then I
Yeah.
went back to Toronto where I was. It was at the height of COVID, so I had to re-quarantine. And on my last day of quarantine, I got an email that said, "Congratulations on being a lioness." And I just burst out crying. I called Taylor right away to thank him, and I'm just so honored that he saw Cruz in me because it's such a special role.
Yeah, for sure. I've only seen the first episode, so I know a little about the kind of backstory of your character and all of that, and we get to see you a bunch with Zoe Saldana. But I've seen pictures from the show. I know you will be in a room with Nicole Kidman as well, and Morgan Freeman is on this show. So this is not just uh, a TV show like they used to be. This is huge.
It's
So
like a
how
really
was it
long movie.
working? Yeah, exactly. So how was it working with people like Zoe Saldana and Nicole Kidman and being in those kind of rooms?
It's just such a dream come true. I feel like I still feel like I'm dreaming, and I don't want anybody to wake me up. Um, they're incredible. They're obviously so talented, but also just incredibly kind and generous. And they really cheered me on, which is more than I could ever ask for. I was just happy to be breathing the same air as them, to be honest. And so this was just such a dream come true. I feel like I got paid to take a master class.
Yeah, and there's quite a lot of exercise going on in this first episode, at least. How much do you have to prepare yourself, like physically, to be able to do this part?
A lot. They kicked my butt, that's for sure. We did 3 hours of training a day, 5 days a week until we started shooting. There was an incredible man by the name of Jared Shaw, who was a Navy SEAL for 9 years, who trained me. He was also such a great point of reference for any military questions I might have. We did an hour of weapons training every day, an hour of strength training, and we did an hour of stunt training with our stunt team. They made me look incredible. When I watch it now, I'm like, wow, yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
So I felt the training was really great. I felt like Cruz when we started.
Yeah, and not to spoil anything for the viewers, but the first scene when your character meets Zoe Saldana is it's quite the tense. You can feel
Yeah.
the tenseness in the room in that scene. Was that the first scene you actually shot together, or had you actually met before, and how did you approach doing
That
that scene
wasn't the
together?
first scene, but that was actually the scene that I chose as my audition scene because I selected 3 scenes to send to Taylor. I think that scene is so beautiful and so powerful and just like the
Yeah.
crux of their relationship and how it's born. Our first scene together is quite an intense one as well, but that happens in the second episode.
Oh, so I have to look forward a bit more
We
to
shot
see
out of
that.
order. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And now having worked on this season with these kind of people, what do you hope to be able to do in the future? I'm sure a lot of people will notice you now, probably already had, but this is the role of a lifetime. I feel like. Where do you
Yes,
hope it
it's a
goes
dream
next?
come true. Yeah, it's a dream come true role. I hope I just get to do more of this and things like this. I'm so honored to be mentioned with my idols. Like I said, I truly feel like I'm in a dream, and I hope it continues the way that it's been, because it's been awesome.
Yeah. As I said, I've only seen the first episode, but I've seen a lot of other Taylor Sheridan episodes. So I feel like we're in for a treat, and I'm hoping that we get more seasons and that we get to speak more next year or whenever that second season might drop. So thanks a lot for taking your time to speak with me today,
Thank you
and best
so
of luck
much.
with the premiere.
Thank you. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you. Likewise.
Bye.